Hey, how's it going, everybody? Coming at you today with another one. Today we're talking about Dreams. Now, Dreams is by Media Molecule. That's the developer behind Little Big Planet, of course. Now, Dreams is essentially a game engine, and it theoretically lets you create anything you want. That can be games, animations, sculptures, or whatever else might, tickle your creative bone over there. Now, it's interesting twist considering that Little Big Planet, which everyone is pretty much knows them for, was really a game with a lot of creative tools that you could take advantage of to make more levels and everything, as to where this is basically just a lot of creative tools with games in there. Now, for anyone on Xbox One, think Project Spark, but turn that up to 11. Now, while Project Spark, for its short-lived life, was, in my experience, mostly made up of a lot of pre-made assets that you could buy and everything like that, here you have the power to sculpt whatever you want, though there are assets both made by the developers and by other dreamers, as they're calling them, if you want. So you can always take advantage of things that other people have made, or you can go in there and create your own. Now, with all that power comes a ton of tutorials. Now, I'm rarely one to bother with them. I normally skip over any tutorial and just kind of go in blind, but I definitely don't recommend that here, because that's really only going to lead to frustration. There's so much to do, so much to control, so many different little tweaks and everything, that if you really want to make something and want to make it right, it's definitely worth spending the time to go through there and figure out exactly how everything works and how to do what it is you're imagining. Now, it gives you options to play with either the DualShock 4 or you can use the PS Move controls. Now, I recommend starting with the DualShock to at least get the basics down, but if you want to use the Move controls, be sure that you select that tutorial specifically for Move controls. They are very different. There are a ton of options when it comes to actually creating things. You can make maps and areas that, so far as I can actually tell at this point, it's only limited by the amount of time and effort you put into them. Sculpting is deep and it allows you to make any character or object you want, or you can browse, like I said earlier, through the plethora of creations that have been made by other creators already. Now, I still have a lot to dive into and even more to learn before I can come to any real conclusion on Dreams, but I have no doubt there's going to be something interesting to come from it. There's been talks of Dreamers possibly having the ability to publish their games to the PlayStation Store. Now, whether or not that'll actually happen, it's impossible to really predict at this point, but the mere fact that you can even possibly do that really makes it something worth keeping your eye on. Now, there's no current release date for it as far as I know, but it is expected to come out sometime this year, 2019, and I'm definitely looking forward to jumping into it. But what do you think? Is it something you might be interested in when it comes out, or total pass, or maybe you just be more interested in watching people actually stream it and see how other creatives might come up with stuff? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for future content. And as always, game on.